What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tanner Weidman of BarbarianBody. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a workout routine that's going to help to target and build up the mass of that lower chest. Let's just get straight into it. All right, you guys already know the style, straight into the content, so let's just start this thing. So we're going to begin this workout right here with a set of dips. However, we're going to be performing these so much more differently than the way that everybody else does so that we can maximize the effectiveness of this exercise. We're going to be doing 3 sets of maximum repetitions. If you're doing any form of a chest workout in addition to this routine, start your chest routine with these 2 exercises and you'll be able to build up that lower chest. So all too commonly, this is the way I see guys perform dips. See the tempo, there's no eccentric, but most importantly, when they get to the bottom there, they're putting a lot of stress on their shoulder joint. That's gonna give them a great opportunity to get injured. Please do not ever do it this way. Now, method number 2 that I see a lot of guys doing incorrectly is their form like this. Small, shallow, half repetitions. Now, both of these variations that I've shown you right here of how to do it improperly are typically an outcome of using too much weight. So as opposed to hanging some plates in between your nuts, leave the ego at home and try it this way instead. So you'll notice there's a couple of things I'm doing here. First is the tempo. So I'm milking an eccentric. I'm doing about 1 second on the way down, but most importantly, I'm doing a pause at the bottom so there's no stretch reflex to help me get right back up, meaning that the chest is under tension the entire time while I'm performing the exercise. Now, thing number 2, you'll notice that I've got my head tilted forward and I'm angling my body forward as well, and this is what's gonna help me to target more of my chest while performing this exercise and less of the triceps. Also, the wider grip helps for this as well, so if you can, opt for the wide grip. This will help you to hit your chest more. If you do more of a closer grip, that's going to get you more of your triceps. And also, my feet are kicked back behind me so that I can help to get that tilt and incline a little bit forward so I can hit that chest, most importantly, that lower chest. Now, I'm not just doing this by pushing myself up and then lowering myself down. As you're able to see with this video demonstration right here, this is how I'm cueing myself. You'll notice my hands are actually going together. That's called adduction. So what I'm trying to do is when I'm pressing myself up, I'm activating the chest by imagining that I'm doing that throughout the range of motion. And actually, I'm engaging the chest by actually doing that throughout the range of motion. It's just that the bars won't permit you to do so. So while you're performing your good slow eccentrics and your nice pause at the bottom of the repetition, when you're pushing yourself back up, you want to be focusing on contracting the arms and adducting them in this manner so you can activate the pecs as much as possible while performing the exercise. Now, the finishing exercise here to target the lower chest is going to be, yes, some high to low cable flies. However, as opposed to increasing the time that I spend during each rep to increase time under tension, what we're going to do here instead is increase the number of repetitions, and actually we're going to be getting 2 sets of 30 reps. Your chest is going to be in a world of hurt, and we're really going to be able to stimulate a lot of growth here. So watch how I'm doing this. Now, this is how we're going to properly execute the exercise to maximally target the lower area of the chest. I'm going to show you 3 variations that are incorrect that will really stand in the way of you being able to attain growth. So incorrect variation number 1 here that you want to avoid is more so a press as it is a high to a low fly. This is kind of like a decline press, and it's going to engage a lot of the anterior head of the deltoid as well as the triceps when we're really focusing on trying to strictly target the lower area of the chest. Now, the second common mistake when we're trying to target the lower area of the chest is, yes, you're on a decline, a significant decline here, but if you've still got roughly a 90-degree angle in between your arms and your torso, guess what? You're actually not even really targeting as much of the lower area of the chest as you possibly could. Rather, what you're doing is focusing more on that middle, larger area of the chest. So by simply switching the angle that you have from your arms to your torso, decreasing that, making that an acute angle, shout out geometry in grade 5, that's what's gonna help you to target more of the lower portion of the chest, bringing those hands more towards the legs and more of an upright position, as you guys are able to see me demonstrate right here. So just be aware of this at all times. Just because you're bringing those hands down to the ground does not mean you're going to be hitting the lower chest. You need to have that angle of the arms to the torso nice and shallow. And then the third mistake we definitely want to miss, again, this is caused by using just too much weight while performing the exercise, is getting engagement from the spine and doing a lot of spinal flexion here. As you can see, torso is moving up, I'm pivoting at my hips, and in an even worse example, you could actually be pivoting from the middle of your back while trying to perform this exercise. This is simple to fix. Lower the weight, keep your torso stationary. Now, this is how I properly want you to execute this exercise. We're bringing those hands nice and low here so we're able to target that lower area of the chest. We got a great tempo right here. And what we're focusing again on is 2 sets of 30 repetitions. So you definitely want to go light, a lot lighter than you're probably imagining that you can handle. Now, I want to show you this animation that I developed for you guys to really give you an idea of what I'm thinking and what I'm cueing when I'm performing each repetition. As you can see, I'm focusing on the insertion and the origin of my pec, mostly on the lower portion. So when I'm performing each high to low cable fly, I'm focusing on technically connecting where those two X's are together. I'm trying to stretch that area as much as I possibly can while keeping my shoulders healthy at the beginning of the repetition. And then when I'm near the bottom and my hands are together, what I'm focusing on is not just clasping my hands together or connecting my hands together, rather it's connecting those X's together and condensing that area in between them as much as possible, getting them as closely as possible so I can maximally contract my pec. When you combine that with a good selection of exercises, a high amount of time under tension, and solid form while performing this exercise, in addition obviously to a great diet, this is just the perfect storm for developing the greatest chest, and more importantly with these exercises right here, your lower portion of your chest. So there you guys go. That concludes today's video on how you guys can target lower chest and really bring it up. I hope I was able to really enlighten you on how to activate your pecs as much as possible and how you can execute these exercises with like the best form that you possibly can to make the exercises as effective as possible. If you guys made it this far, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section with exactly what this is right here. This just lets me see who actually made it this far in the video, and also so that we can confuse everybody else in the comment section when they go, why is everybody commenting mini Christmas tree? If you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to smash that like button down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.